What's up everyone? Alex here. Happy May, y'alls! It's time to cue your Justin Timberlake and May the 4th be with you memes. Kidding aside, May 2023 will probably be remembered in history as the month that Zelda Tears of the Kingdom came out. And of course I'm gonna make sure to highlight that today. But there's also one other game that's coming out that I'm sure fans of that series will be pleased to hear about. But before we delve into May, I want to point out two games that were announced in April that were also released after the previous upcoming games video came out, which are Final Fantasy Pixel remasters released on PlayStation and Switch platforms with a new font choice, and Live Alive, which was released on PlayStation platforms and PC. With that out of the way, let's talk about two games that you might want to pay attention to in May. There's a lot of hype that's coming into The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and when it finally comes out on Switch on May 12th, I have a really good feeling that a whole bunch of you are going to be playing it. This sequel to Breath of the Wild is probably one of the most anticipated games of 2023, and for good reason. I personally haven't played Breath of the Wild since I finished it back in 2017, but that was on purpose because I wanted to get into Tears of the Kingdom with a fresh pair of eyeballs. That way, when I finally play it, my opinion of it won't be colored by my experiences from 2017. That said, there are two things that we know about this game already, which is one, there are dungeons, and two, there's still weapon breaking, although you can do some sort of infuse function where you can use items to improve weapons. Either way, I'm excited, a lot of you are excited, because why not? It's a brand new Zelda game. It's time to celebrate. However, for the people who aren't picking up The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, there's also the sequel to FUGA Melodies of Steel, called FUGA Melodies of Steel 2, aptly named. This game is set 1 year after the events of the first game, and has kind of a revenge twist to it. In case you've never heard of this series, this is a game where you'll be controlling a tank that's piloted by a bunch of kids and maybe sacrificing one here and there to bolster up some of your tank's features. It's a pretty dark game, all things considered, but it was certainly a runaway hit when the first game got released several years back. I, for one, can't wait to see how the story is going to unfold in this one, as that story was heart-wrenching and very emotional. FUGA Melodies of Steel 2 is slated to come out May 11th on all modern platforms. And here are the rest of the games coming out in May. Redfall, a co-op open-world first-person shooter from the folks responsible for Prey and Dishonored, is coming out on May 2nd on Xbox Series X and S and PC. Darkest Dungeon 2, the long-awaited sequel to Darkest Dungeon, is coming out of early access on May 8th for the PC. Ys 9, Monstrum Nox, will have a PS5 port released on May 9th. Dokapon Kingdom Connect, a game that blends RPG mechanics with board games, is coming out on May 9th on the Nintendo Switch. Humanity, a puzzler that kinda looks like Modern Lemmings from the people who brought you Tetris Effect, is coming out on May 16th on PS4, PS5, and PC. Amnesia, The Bunker, a brand new Amnesia game set in a desolate World War I bunker, is coming out on May 23rd on PS4, PS5, Xbox One, Series X and S, and PC. Monster Menu, the Scavenger's Cookbook, a dungeon crawler that puts a bit of emphasis on the taste of your cooked dishes, is coming out on May 23rd on PS4, PS5, and Switch. Lord of the Rings Gollum, a narrative-driven adventure game featuring the series' infamously tricksy creature, is coming out on May 25th on all modern platforms. And lastly, System Shock Remastered, an updated version of the seminal System Shock, is coming out on May 30th on PS4, Xbox One, and PC. And that, my friends, are the games coming out in May. I know this question might be futile, given that a ton of us are probably either going to be playing Zelda or FUGA 2, But I just gotta ask, which other games have piqued your interest? If you have more time, which games listed here would you pick up? Post your thoughts in the comments below and let's talk about it. And if you are picking up any of these games, please use the links in the pinned comment. Doing so will help the channel out tremendously. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.